All right, so now that you've added your athletes, it's now time to start building out training programs for them. So there are two ways on MyStrengthBook that you can build training programs for athletes. The first way is to build a template. So I'm going to go ahead and click Programs, and it's from this screen here where you can build general templates for athletes. And let me give you some examples here. Perhaps every single athlete that you coach does the same first 4 weeks of training. Perhaps this is the case because you want to assess how they're moving, you want to see how they respond to certain training variables, you want to put them through some sort of assessment so that you can design something more specific later on. This is where you'd build out those general templates where you can then take those templates and push them to specific athletes. So again, it's a way for you to if you have a group of athletes that are all going to be running the same program, this is where you would build out that template and then send it to individual athletes. Now, once you build out one of these general templates and you send it to an athlete, you can edit that program and customize it and tweak variables however you want. So it's not that you just create the general template and it's fixed in stone. You would perhaps start with this general framework, create the general template, send it to athletes, and then tweak it for those individual athletes as needed. So this is the first way that you can design training programs for athletes. The second way that you can design training program is by actually going into one of your athletes' accounts and developing that program for that athlete specifically. So that would be, for example, going into this athlete's programs. So I just hovered over the athlete card and clicked Programs. And now I can build a program inside of this athlete's account. And this is just a fake account called Athlete2. And you can build out a personalized custom training program for just this one athlete. Now, again, we've made the system really flexible. So let's say you build out something very specific for this athlete, but then let's say you bring on another athlete who demonstrates similar characteristics and might benefit from that program that you designed for that specific athlete. You can take that program at any time and send it to other athletes. So just because you build out training programs inside an individual athlete's account, doesn't mean that you don't have a record of that program, and doesn't mean that you can't send it to other athletes. So there are two ways to build programs, one starting from a general framework and then one starting from a specific framework.